Okay guys, let's have a little look at question 1 then. In this paper 1, question 1. Estimate the value of 207 times 148 divided by 49. Well, the first thing to say is that 207 is like 200, isn't it? And then you got times, and then 148 is like 150. And it's like dividing by 50, I would say, wouldn't you? Because 49 is roughly 50. 50 goes into 150 3 times. So it's 200 times 3, agreed? So that'd be 600. Yeah? So you could write answer, I suppose, equals 600. Just to emphasize it, but the answer's there, 600. And you've done it there. Okay, next one. Let's move down. Given that 47 times that is 11045, write down the value of 11045.5 divided by 0.47. Okay, so if I divide that, move that to divide, I'll get 235, yeah? Okay, well let's do that first. So what I'm going to do is move that from times on one side to divide on the other. And I get 235 is equal to 11045, yeah? And I'm going to move the 47 from times down to divide. Okay. Now, that's 47, I'm dividing it by 47, aren't I? So if I take a 10 out, what am I going to do here? I want 0.47. So if it were 4.7, you agree it's 10 times, it's a tenth of, isn't it? 4.7 is a tenth of 47, so that'd be 10 times as many. So if you move the decimal to here, it would be like adding a 0 here. Yeah? So should we do that? Okay, let's do that then. So what I'm going to do, instead of dividing by 47, I'm going to divide by 4.7, and I know there's 10 times more of that, so I can do that. But I don't want 4.7, I want 0.47, so I'm going to add another 0, and move the decimal point now to in front of, so let's just write that then. It's going to be 0.47, and I'm adding another 0. Yeah, because I've moved it twice now, so I've added 2 zeros. So that goes into that 23,500 times. But you see, now, what I'm gonna do is I need to divide the top by 10. So it's like scaling down by 10, isn't it? So to move the decimal from here into here, I'm going to scale down by 10. So we take a 0 off, and that means I can scale down by 10 into here. And that's it. 2350. Right, so we got, and it makes sense that, doesn't it? If you think about it, because this is roughly a half, this is roughly 1,000 or 1,100. So half in 1,100 would go 2,000, twice as many times 2,200. We've got 2,350. So that looks good. But that's one way to do it. Let's just do it this way, shall we? Let's just try and make that look like the 11045 over 47. So I could do that. We could start off with 1104.5, right? Over 0.47. And if I times by 10 top and bottom, so I'm not changing the number, right? Well, let's times by 100 and times by another 10 top and bottom, right? Well, I'm going to take these two 10s and put them in here. Alright, so that'll be 47. Are we all okay with that? I haven't changed the number, I've just done 100 over 100. That enables me to write on the bottom 47. Agreed? And if I look at the 104.5, at the moment I've got 104.5. I want 1104. So one of these 10s I can join with the 1104.5. Yeah? To make the actual 11045. Yeah, so basically I've got that number times 10. Let's just tidy it up. And now I've got that times 10, yeah? Agreed? Times 10. So this thing here equals that times 10, which equals, and then you can replace this thing because you know that over 47 is 235. So it'd be 235 times 10, which equals 2350. There we are. So I know I've done it long-windedly, but I did it that way first. So you do it one way round, or you can do it the other way around. So you can take your choice. Yeah? Okay, that's B done then. Okay, good. Let's move down to C now and see how we could look at that one. In the quiz, a team scores 13 out of 20. Express this as a percentage. So you got 13 out of 20. Let's scale up top and bottom. To scale that up to 100, you times it by 5. So you times by 5 top and bottom, don't you? Yeah? Scale up by 1 as a 5 over 5. 5 tens are 50. 5 threes are 15. 50 and 15 is 65. Or you could think about it as just 5 13s. 5 12s are 60. And then another 5, which is 65. 5 20s are 100. Yeah, agreed? So 65%. Okay, so that's that one done. D, which of the following fractions is closest to 2/5? Well, we want to get them to equivalent fractions, don't you? We need to show all our working. So we got 20, we got 4, we got 15, and we got 5. Well, straight away, if you think about it, 20 and 15 are the biggest numbers. They go, what goes in? Well, if I go to 60, and this will go into 60, this will go into 60, will that go into 60? Yeah, that's 15 of them, isn't it? So we can scale this all up to equivalent fractions in 60ths, can't we? So if we triple this, top and bottom, so that'd be 21 over 60 would be the first one. This one, 60, is 15, and scale it up by 15 top and bottom. That'd be 15 60ths, that's a quarter. This one, scale it up by top and bottom by 4. So you get 28 over 60, don't you? So there's our 3 fractions. Okay, and we're looking at 2/5. Now to scale that up to 60ths, you need to times by 12. 5 12s is 60, so scale up by 12 top and bottom. You get 24 over 60, okay? So which one is closest? Well, I would say that was 28, it's 4 off, that's 21, that's 3 off. So it's this one. So 21 over 60, which equals 7 over 20, is closest. Yeah? 7 over 20. Okay, so that's question, that does us for question 1 then. Good. So we're off to a good start in paper 1, aren't we? If we go through these things. Okay, good. Let's go on to the next one.